They have been racing at the Milwaukee Mile longer than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Since 1903, and IndyCar is back for the first time since 2015, and they'll race twice this weekend. It's the Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s, and time to set the grid for both races coming up in single car qualifying.
Looks can be deceiving, but my eyes tell me that this is a lot more hustle mid-corner. What does it mean?
At the last oval in St. Louis, Malukas qualified third, started second, and he is the fastest so far, 161.426 miles an hour. That's about 4 miles per hour quicker than what anyone else has done.
Yeah, I think you called that one there, T-Bell. Just able to carry the throttle mid-corner a lot more. Looks a lot more comfortable, and across the line again, comfortably P1, a 158.4. I like the line there through two. He's able to kind of cut down a little bit more, use more of that black asphalt, but I just don't know if he's able to drive into the corner as hard as he wants. Sounds like an early lift.
Hands look pretty busy there, but very deliberate and confident throttle application as Nolan Siegel goes outside row 3 for race 1 provisionally.
Car 6 sitting P6. Again, looks like he is fighting a little bit of that understeer. He just can't quite drive in. There's not a lot of compliance in the front end of that McLaren. It seems like all the bumps are really translating through the steering wheel.
Got back to full throttle a little bit earlier, and it shows he goes third.
E3, good job.
For race 2.
The pace is there.
Third quick, and over 160 miles an hour.
Just behind his teammate, Linus Lundqvist, by under half a mile an hour for race 1. You see him burning that hybrid down the back straight. That hybrid marker that goes gray once they've expelled all the energy they're allowed on the lap. You see it there.
Checker flag.
And to the top.
Just a touch quicker, and it's good enough for provisional pole for race 2. Heads up the engineering program for AJ Foyt Racing with others, and he almost lost it there.
Big wiggle off of 2 for Santino Ferrucci, but in true Ferrucci style, he kept it going straight.
That was a big catch.
You're still going to be a little bit more reserved than you would have been had you not had that big moment. Staying just nicely above that first. Another wiggle there.
And a third one at the exit of turn 4. He is
good job keeping with that.
Earning jockey status right here. That second lap of 157.7.
Which is 6th quick. Let's watch the first wiggle first.
That was a massive save.
It's a big one.
It's effectively all lateral load here.
Just a perfect little kiss of limiter. Man, he is fighting that wheel. These McLarens look so uncompliant over the bumps. You heard the front of the car scraping a little bit, but is it fast? Yes, it is. P2, provisionally a 160.5.
This driver, 9 years ago, won his very first IndyCar pole with Carpenter Fisher Hartman Racing.
This should be good to watch.
2015, and he was fast yesterday. Fastest.
Look, 10 of the last 15 oval races have been won by this guy right here.
Wow.
Oh, fight in the back of the car.
181 miles an hour on the entry to turn 3, and he had a little bit of tail happiness on the way in. Does it hold on? It does. 161.6. Newgarden reminding everybody why he's so strong on short ovals.
Fastest for race 1 so far, with still several players to come. What's he going to have on lap 2? For race 2. Now race 1, remember, he'll start 9 spots further back, but he can qualify up front for race 2, and so far he is up front. Newgarden is the fastest in both laps.
That was next level. Fingertip driving, light on the steering load, but when it started to walk, he didn't bail
that's
on
all
it.
I got, man. Like,
watch that throttle position, hunting for grip, and when you think you have it, you go for it and hope that the back end hangs on.
183 miles an hour into 3 I saw there. Small little correction mid-corner, but it still feels and looks pretty solid.
This looks great.
Lap 1 for Scott McLaughlin to the top.
By a big chunk, too. 0.6 of a mile an hour in McLaughlin's favor. He can just keep that momentum up. Let's see what he hits going into 3.
Look good in turns 1 and 2 for this second lap, but now it's loose. Now he's catching it. This will probably not be good for race 2.
Okay, checkered flag. Good job.
It is good for the front row provisionally.
Heading into 3, we saw 183 from the Penske drivers. Not even close to that for Alex Palou. I don't think this is going to be a threat for the front row.
And to your point, it doesn't need to be, but it's not even close to his teammate Marcus Armstrong as Palou goes
13th provisionally.
row 7 there provisionally.
Again, this is before all the penalties.
That's right. So he will move forward, but this looks to be tidy and just enough to kind of be in the mix. And that's how Alex Palou drives. He thinks at 1,000 feet all the time, stays out of those canyons of obsession in the moment. He knows where he stands points-wise.
So notably, Will Power will start in front of Alex Palou in both races this weekend, but it will be Penske's on the point. Scott McLaughlin, his 10th career pole, 5th on an oval. He gets it for race 1, and Joseph Newgarden for race number 2. And we start with Georgia and race 1.
He will sit on the pole of race number 1 in just a few hours. Such a quick turnaround time, but to know you have an absolute rocket ship underneath your belt. What does it mean to grab this pole?
Oh, it's great. You know, the car's been great. You know, every oval we've gone to this season, to pick up another pole is fantastic. I shipped it pretty hard into 3 and 4 the last lap of the second lap, and we might have been able to double it up, but, you know, congrats to Joseph on that. But great Team Penske cars, great to have Odyssey Battery out the front. We've got a lot of people here this weekend, so excited to start this race, you know, race 1 on pole.
And to have a Team Penske pole race 1, pole race 2 as well. You know you guys have strong cars, so as a team, what is the effort like?
Look, it's a huge amount of effort to get us to this point. Dampers, engines from Team Chevy. You know, we're really proud of the effort that goes into this. We'll just keep working. You can never rest on your laurels here in IndyCar. It's so tough, but I'm super excited to be out the front in both races. It's always a real nerve-wracking one. You know, one lap you can stuff it up and be down the back. So, you know, I'm nice to just get 2 solid runs in there. One was on pole, one's on second, so it's nice.
It's Scott McLaughlin. He's going to sit on the pole in just a few hours here. Dylan.
Joseph Newgarden is on the pole for race number 2 tomorrow. So you said you were just kind of laying it all out there in your qualifying run. How do you balance that in the race conditions tomorrow and find not only a setup that maybe is not quite as aggressive, but a driving style too that makes it last all 250?
It's different. I mean, we went aggressive. We've been on the other end of this where we weren't aggressive enough in qualifying, and it really bit us. So we probably overcooked it just slightly there. But the car was still good. You go back, you're going to look at this, and you're going to quarterback it from the couch after the fact. And I know what we could do different, but this was a great run for the team to lock out the front row. Both days is going to be really good for us. And yeah, the race, like you asked about, totally different animal. So really excited to get into it. I think we're going to have good race ability. And, for us, we want to put on a good show here in Milwaukee.
Penske cars are awfully fast. They sweep the front row in both races.
18th career pole for Joseph Newgarden, 6th on an oval, 2nd pole this season. Here is the qualifying order for race 1. This is not the starting order.
Yeah, it's going to be a very complicated picture when it's all painted after all these penalties. But
really nice job for Linus Lundqvist there. Inside row 3, the rookie out qualifying all of his Chip Ganassi Racing teammates. Pretty impressive stuff.
Also, I think Jack Harvey's performance is going to stand out there in row 8. He's going to go a little bit forward from there. That's well done for the Dale Coyne Racing team.
Christian Rasmussen, another rookie, doing what he was brought in to do, but he will have that 9-place grid penalty for the engine change.
As will Connor Daly, who's starting just 1 row behind him. That is going to be a race within a race that we're definitely going to be keeping track of this evening once the green flag drops. And as we head down to the back part, you start seeing a lot of Rahal Letterman Lanigan machines. That's a tough pill to swallow for that group.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.